Your wealth is always speaking, but what is it funding? Culture building demands generosity, not entitlement. How does generosity survive in an age marred by fear and envy? How can a culture steeped in restless consumerism and fleeting gratification rediscover the enduring virtue of giving? The truth is that both virtue and vice demand a cost. Each requires investment to flourish. Virtue builds and beautifies. Vice corrodes while sweetening its poison. History teaches us that people inevitably give to what they worship, be it noble truth or hollow idols. Consider entitlement, that insidious parasite gnawing at the roots of freedom, flourishing, and generosity. Its devotees fund its cause with zeal, championing policies that foster dependence, investing in platforms designed for complaint, and amplifying propaganda that enslaves rather than liberates. Entitlement is a costly enterprise, a trillion-dollar industry that drains the vitality of nations and the souls of its adherents. Its partnership with modernity corrodes human relationships, leaving a wasteland where flourishing once thrived. Modernity, with its obsession for the immediate, has rendered many blind to the treasures of the past and indifferent to the possibilities of the future. It shrouds man in ignorance, strips him of historical anchorage, and robs him of the vision to build or to fight. The result? Generations bereft of inheritance, tethered to no legacy, and vulnerable to the creeping decay of fatalism and selfishness. This rot must be resisted. This barren soil demands a righteous rebellion, a counterculture that plants intense seeds of enduring hope. Consider the cathedrals, magnificent and timeless monuments of excellence, optimism, and multi-generational vision. These edifices born of sacrificial giving testify to an imperishable kingdom immune to the ravages of time and tyranny. They inspire awe, draw souls toward beauty, and compel hearts to reckon with truth and goodness. The builders of Christendom, those who raised its doctrinal, philosophical, and aesthetic pillars, understood their mandate. They knew their mortality, embraced their duty to neighbor and posterity, and willingly paid the price with their wealth, their effort, and their lives. Now, imagine a generation of men and women trained to reclaim and rebuild, leaders of virtue, armed with truth, beauty, and goodness, and driven by the vision of spreading the knowledge of God over the earth as the waters cover the sea. Such labor demands resolve. For the enemies of truth labor tirelessly to obscure beauty, redefine goodness, and suffocate hope. They pour resources into sowing confusion and despair. Shall we not do more for the cause of Christ and His kingdom? Cathedrals were built one stone at a time, each detail crafted with intention and care. Likewise, the work of Christendom demands steady and sacrificial investment. It calls for partnerships anchored in vision, leaders forged in humility and strength, and hearts willing to endure ridicule, inconvenience, and hardship. For over 30 years, New St. Andrew's College has stood uncompromised by the enticements of federal funding or the pursuit of hollow prestige. We do not seek mere survival or fleeting affluence. We aim to demolish cultural idols and lay the foundations of a lasting Christian culture. This is not a polished or pristine endeavor. It is messy, strenuous, and sometimes unpopular. But it is necessary. We're not here to simply participate. We are here to win. Our mandate is to graduate leaders who will shape culture living under the Lordship of Jesus Christ. Today, I invite you to join this mission with a gift that echoes into eternity. Even the smallest contribution can ripple outward to effect monumental change. As we enter a season of gratitude, thanksgiving, and generosity, let us seize this moment to invest in ideas and people that will shape homes, churches, towns, and nations for generations. Together, let us build what cannot be shaken. I invite you to channel your generosity toward New St. Andrew's College at nsa.edu/give. That's nsa.edu/give. May our Lord richly bless you, and have a Merry Christmas.